let us explore the life and work of John Robert Fowles, one of the most intriguing English novelists of the 20th century. Fowles occupies a unique position between modernism and postmodernism, blending traditional storytelling with bold experiments in narrative form. His writing often questions certainty, identity, and the making of truth itself. Fowles was deeply influenced by Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus, and this philosophical background has been asked in exam. Their ideas about freedom, choice, and existential responsibility shaped almost all of Fowles's fiction. After his studies, he taught English on the Greek island of Spetses, and that teaching experience inspired his early novel The Magus, published in 1965. This novel, filled with psychological puzzles and illusions, mirrored the rebellious hippie anarchism and philosophical experimentation of the 1960s, and that connection has appeared in exam. His most famous work, however, is The French Lieutenant's Woman, published in 1969, a date that has been asked in exam. The novel is a postmodern romance that imitates Victorian fiction while simultaneously questioning it. Fowles later lived in Lyme Regis, the very town where the novel is set, creating a direct link between his personal life and his artistic landscape. Throughout the 1970s and 80s, Fowles published several major works. These include The Ebony Tower in 1974, Daniel Martin in 1977, and Mantissa in 1982. He concluded his major novels with A Maggot in 1985, and that publication year has also been tested in exam. Each of these books explored experimental themes, from the nature of storytelling to the limits of perception. Fowles was equally prolific in essays, short fiction, nature writing, and cultural criticism, demonstrating a broad intellectual reach. Now let us look more closely at The French Lieutenant's Woman. It is a pastiche of the Victorian historical romance, a feature that has been asked in exam. Fowles deliberately imitates 19th century language, moral tone, and narrative style, yet he constantly breaks those conventions through modern commentary and metafiction. The story follows Charles Smithson, an amateur Victorian paleontologist. Charles is engaged to Ernestina Freeman, yet everything changes when he encounters Sarah Woodruff, a mysterious woman known around the town as the French lieutenant's lover, another fact that appears in exam papers. Sarah's reputation is ruined because of a French officer named Vargoens, who seduced her, abandoned her, and later returned to France to marry someone else. Because of her disgrace, Sarah becomes a social outcast and earns cruel labels like tragedy and the French lieutenant's whore. Sarah works in the pious household of Mrs. Pulteney, but she often escapes to the Cobb, staring out at the sea, a scene that has appeared in exam. Charles and Ernestina see her during these solitary moments, and Charles becomes increasingly curious about her sorrow and mystery. He meets Sarah several times, listens to her history, and becomes emotionally entangled. At the same time, he fears losing his inheritance because his uncle might father a child, adding pressure to his already divided life. His servant Sam loves Mary, a maid in Ernestina's household, creating a parallel romantic subplot. Eventually, Charles tells Sarah to leave Lyme, offering advice that becomes a turning point in the story. One of the novel's most remarkable features is the author's intrusion. The narrator becomes a character who comments, interrupts, and even appears inside scenes. Most famously, the narrator offers 3 different endings. The first ending imagines Charles marrying Ernestina and joining her father, Mr. Freeman, in business. That outcome, and its appearance in exam, presents an unhappy marriage and no clear information about Sarah's fate, and the narrator dismisses it as merely Charles's daydream. The second ending, which is also tested in exam, reveals that Charles and Sarah's passionate encounter proves that Sarah was still a virgin. Sam fails to deliver Charles's proposal letter, Sarah disappears, and Charles eventually finds her in London raising a daughter who may be his child. The third ending is the boldest. The narrator rewinds time, alters events, and creates a darker conclusion. Charles finds Sarah again, but their reunion turns sour in uncertainty. He questions her motives, doubts her honesty, and ultimately walks away. This ending, too, has been asked in exam. Through these shifting possibilities, Fowles challenges the idea of a fixed, authoritative ending. Instead, he invites readers to consider choice, chance, and the freedom of interpretation. That is why The French Lieutenant's Woman remains a signature example of postmodern fiction, blending Victorian storytelling with modern philosophical inquiry.